nutrition is very important. What you eat and what you drink, what you put into your body is very important because it has a direct correlation of how you feel throughout the day and your performance at work and education, in life in general, in gaming, and it most certainly impacts your energy levels. What's up, dreamers? Welcome to Drive In and Vibe In. Today I want to talk about your nutrition, the importance of it, which I basically just went over, and how you can stick with your nutrition routine. And I'm going to start with a little bit of a story. I started my wellness journey, and I call it a wellness journey, so it's like I started working out and eating healthier in 2017. And the first thing I focused on was working out, but I also wanted to work on nutrition, and I knew it was going to be a large learning curve. So what I did was I cut out fast food. That's what I did. That's the one and only thing I did. I cut out fast food and I focused on my resistance training. So that's the number one tip I'm going to give you, is not cut out fast food, is focus on one thing. I did that for probably 6 to 8 months before, not 6 to 8 months, probably 4 to 6 months before I actually started really focusing on adding and removing things in my nutrition. And I'm going to tell you why this is very important. I focused on one thing in regard to my nutrition because I was focusing on multiple things in regard to my resistance training, my working out, my exercising. I wanted to perfect those so that I didn't get injured, because obviously if I were to get injured or I were to stop my resistance training, my journey would most likely have come to an end, because realistically, as I know myself in the past, when I wasn't working out, I wasn't focusing on what I was eating, because to me they go hand in hand at the time. Like I do different now, but at the time they go hand in hand, and like without one, who cares about the other? That was my thought process. So I eliminated fast food. What's important about this is to focus on one thing. Focus on one thing in regard to nutrition. If you're a fast food eater, focus on that. Eliminate fast food. Don't think about anything else. Just the fact that you're not buying fast food, and then everything else will kind of fall into place. Like I used to get McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King every single lunch and dinner. Right? In 2016, honestly, I would say about 3/4 of the year, I ate those meals for lunch and dinner in 2016, and obviously not very good for you. Puts a damper in your wallet when you keep spending that much money on fast food. And I eliminated it, and I didn't think about what I was going to do to replace it. But as the days go on, you're like, oh, there's this that I can eat. Oh, I can make this. Oh, I can do this. Like, it just kind of worked its way in, and I was not fully paying attention to. I would try to focus on eating a little bit more clean, but I was not paying attention to, like, I wasn't counting macros or micros. I wasn't doing anything crazy. I was just trying to eat to replace that fast food, right? So focus on one thing, and make sure you focus on one thing and build that habit. That's what's important. You need to build and concrete these habits, which can take some time, so that it becomes second nature, where you don't even think about it. Like, I don't think about fast food at all. I also cut out soda. I left that part out. I cut out soda. That was fairly easy to do, because a lot of times the soda was gotten with my fast food, right? So it was like I eliminated the fast food, so soda was kind of easier to eliminate. Now, I did replace the soda with energy drinks, but I was already kind of drinking energy drinks, and I just didn't drink as many sodas, as many energy drinks, and that was what I focused on. Just no fast food, no in regard to food, no fast food. In regard to drinks, no soda. And since 2016, I haven't drank any soda or eaten any fast food. And it's because I built that habit and I focused on it for a long time. And then the nutrition part came later. So when I fast forward, when I decided I was going to start making my own food and like really paying attention to my own food and everything else, I focused on lunch first. That was the first thing I wanted to do. I focused on lunch. I had snacks were fairly easy. Like, I just grab and go with the snacks. But I wanted to focus on lunch, and then I could have, obviously, like, dinner would be more lenient because I was working full time. lunch was a little more difficult, so I had to focus on what I was making. So I focused on lunch, and I only did lunch. Like, that's what after eliminating the fast food for about 4 to 6 months, I focused on lunch, and I started making my own lunch the night before, the night of. That way it was prepared, and I focused on that for a while to get that habit down. And that led into meal prepping for a full week, which is very nice. Meal prepping, if you haven't attempted the meal prep, it's a little difficult. It's definitely a habit that needs to be built. But if you haven't done the meal prepping, it saves a lot of time throughout the week, and I think it's a very powerful tool to help with your nutrition. But moral of the story is focus on one thing, and like small baby steps turn into big like achievements, big success, right? So focus on one thing. If you have any tips of your own, let me know in the comments. I'd love to get this conversation started. Hit that like button, helps with the channel. Hit the subscribe button for more content like this. And I hope to see you in the next video. Later, dreamers.